Hi everyone. Today in reading we are going to have a go at making some predictions. So our learning challenge is I can make predictions. And a prediction is when you have a sensible guess about what you think is going to happen in a story based on a little bit of evidence. So we haven't read this story yet and we're going to make some predictions about what we think is going to happen. And we're going to try and keep them as sensible predictions as we can by using clues from the picture from the front of the story, from the cover of the book. So if you have read this story before, you have to kind of pretend that you haven't read it before and use the evidence that is from the cover of the book to make your predictions about what you think is going to happen. So this story is called Alan's Big Scary Teeth. And all I'm going to give you today is the front cover of the book. And from that, we're going to make some predictions about what might happen. It doesn't matter if your predictions turn out to be right or if they turn out to be wrong. It's about using evidence, using clues from the cover to think sensibly about what might happen in the story. So I'm going to give you 1 minute just to pause the video, have a read of what's on the words which are on the front cover, have a look at the pictures that are on the front cover and decide just what you think is going on, what you think might happen. Don't look at the questions yet, just have a little chat about what might be going on in this story from the front cover. Okay, so from this front cover, these are the things I can see. These are the clues that I've got as to what might happen. I can see that the title here is Alan's Big Scary Teeth. So I know that Alan is a name, so there's someone called Alan in there. And whoever this Alan is has got big, scary teeth. So his teeth are very big, very large, and his teeth are described as scary, so that implies that he might want to try and eat people, he might want to try and eat something, and he might be a bit nasty maybe because the word scary is in there too. Now looking at the pictures, I can see I've got some options. I've got a little hummingbird there, I've got a little snail there, I've got a big, either a crocodile or an alligator or something here, and he's got some spikes on him, and he's got some big pointy teeth, hasn't he? And I've also got a little frog. And this bit down here says by Jarvis, that is the author. So I've got my characters, and then in the background I've got a yellow background and lots of little spiky things here and that look like leaves and vines. Maybe a bit of tree there as well. So they're all the things I can see in this picture. Okay, so we're going to move on to question number 1, and question number 1 says, who might the main character be? The main character is the person that the story is about, or the thing that the story is about. So the main character is the main person in this story, the person that the story is about. So there are no right or wrong answers for this. You can answer this in any way you would like. So for who might the main character be, you might write, I think the main character is someone called Alan, because I can see the name Alan in the title of the book. You could write, I think the main character is this crocodile, because the picture of him is really big, and often the biggest picture on the front cover of a book is of the main character, isn't it? You could write, I think the main character is this crocodile because I can see that he has big scary teeth, and we know that the words big scary teeth are in the title, so maybe the main character is this crocodile. You might think that a different animal might have the big scary teeth. You might think that a different animal would be the main character. You might think that this animal is not a crocodile at all, it is something else. So it is completely up to you who you think the main character might be. And if you want to do the deeper learning, you can use because to justify your predictions. So this person here has written, I think the main character is a crocodile called Alan because I can see his big teeth. And obviously it says big teeth in the title. So I think the main character is a crocodile called Alan because I can see his big teeth, and the words big and teeth are also in the title. So have a go at question number 1. Who might the main character be? There are no right or wrong answers. You just need to make a sensible guess because we are working on the principle that we haven't read this story yet, so we don't know for certain. Moving on to question 2, I'm going to give you a little bit less help with this one. It says, what might happen to them? So you've decided who you think the main character is, and now you have to have a guess at what might happen to them. So the clues for this are, maybe the leaves in the background might be a clue for this. And the fact that the title is called Alan's Big Scary Teeth might be a clue for that. And all of the animals that are on the front cover might also be a clue to that. So what do you think is going to happen to the main character? You might think that they might lose their toothbrush and not be able to look after their teeth anymore. You might think that this little frog might lose his teeth and he might not be able to chomp on any flies anymore. It's completely up to you what you think might happen. It might be about this crocodile eating lots of jungle animals that are really tasty for his tea. It's completely up to you. So what might happen to the main character? And then question number 3 says, where might the story be set? That means, where is this story going to happen? What place is it going to happen in? Are there any clues on the front cover as to where this story might be set? And again, you can tell me where you think the story might be set. And if you are feeling snazzy, you can do the deeper learning and use because. So I think the story might be set in a desert because, if there's any clues towards that. I think the story might be set in a rainforest because, if there are any clues about that. And once you have answered those questions, that is today's reading lesson sorted. So we are making predictions. We haven't read the story yet, so we're just making a sensible guess about what might happen. Number 1 says, who might the main character be? Number 2 says, what might happen to them? And number 3, it says, where might the story be set?